This conference will now be recorded.
Hello?
Yeah. Hi.
Yes, Sunil. Yeah. Sunil, మీరు తెలుగువా?
Yes. So, where are you actually from? You're from which
New
state?
Jersey. New Jersey,
Actually.
Sunil. I'm in New Jersey.
Actually.
And you're in Hyderabad or?
Yeah, I mean, one
Actually,
second.
రేపు నాకు ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఉంది.
Oh, is it?
Actually, and then I work in the reporting side, as I told you, right? So I work in the reporting side. So internally within my organization, there was a role open. So I applied for that role, functional role. So I have to see how it will go.
Okay. When you say reporting, on which module is it?
I basically report on all modules. So DMP, chargebacks, rebates.
Okay. Pertaining to Vistex reporting, you're saying? Okay.
No. Pertaining to actually everything. SAP reporting, not just Vistex. O2C, P2P, M2D, R2R. Pretty much all the modules.
Your name is showing as Mark. What is your full name?
Actually, Vijay, my name is Vijay. I don't know why I gave that kind of a nickname long ago, and it was just continuing like that.
Okay.
When I think created that account, it was asking give a nickname, so I just put something there that time, and it just shows up like that way.
Okay.
Yeah. And Vijay Bhaskar actually, my name is.
Okay, you are Vijay Bhaskar. Okay.
Which place you are in?
Sorry, Hyderabad actually.
ఎక్కడ హైదరాబాద్?
Hyderabad, I'm in Miapur actually.
Oh, Miapur this side, okay.
So, I think some of the guys are still in time. Give me 1 second. So for your case, I think how it will be like both pharma means they are like the big ones, right? So both the sides
Basically,
generally.
I was in Pfizer actually. So from Pfizer, we kind of spun off as a separate company. We just do the animal health. So all the manufacturing, all the vaccines and stuff for animals.
Okay.
So it's called Zoetis. The client is Zoetis. So
Okay.
it's a separate animal health spun off from Pfizer actually. So that's why we kind of manufacture all the medicines. We have devices too. Right now, till now we have more vaccines and all that stuff, products. But now we are entering into devices, acquiring more companies in where these diagnostic devices, where you do this blood test and all that stuff for the animals, just like
No.
human, but it's
Okay.
more
Yeah.
geared towards animals.
Yeah. Pet for pets. Huh?
For
When
pet,
I
yeah.
think animals,
For
only for pets or all animals.
no,
It
no,
can be
it's livestock, it's a
yeah.
companion animal. It's a pretty much a lot of species. Yeah, we have fish, we have cattle, we have livestock, we have swine. Yeah,
Okay.
we do have good number of person. Yeah, we are like number one in the world from animal health standpoint.
What is it? Zoetis?
Zoetis,
Zoetis.
Zoetis, Zoetis.
Okay. Zoetis. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So for you, if you go into Vistex, I think you are having a reference system, right? So you are having the Pfizer system as a reference, right?
No, no, we kind of did a brand new implementation.
Oh,
We
okay.
didn't took the Pfizer architecture. We kind of went from vanilla, blue, greenfield. We did everything ourselves.
Okay. For Zoetis,
So
then it is on S4 HANA right now, or
no, no, no. We're still on SAP. We are not.
ECC?
Maybe in 2 years we might go to S4HANA because we kind of stood up a new company. It's been 5 years old, so we didn't want to go to HANA because we are still acquiring and kind of stabilizing ourselves. So management decided not to go for HANA at this point. Maybe I'm hoping in 2 years they would go to S4HANA.
So now only the SAP SD implementation is complete. Huh? SAP implementation is
No,
complete.
no, no, everything complete. We are a complete SAP shop. We have all modules.
Vistex is also implemented.
Yeah, Vistex is also now the rebate just went live in US. Pretty much all markets are live with everything now. DMP,
Okay.
chargebacks, rebates, everything.
Okay. DMP is again like a separate module which I won't be covering. So
Yeah, deals
basically,
Adanta, yeah, that's true.
yeah, that is like a different, complete big process to deal with. DMP,
Oh,
DMR,
okay.
and yeah, so big ones actually.
Okay. So what component we would see for Vistex, Sunil? I'm in status now. So if I have to see what
Yeah,
what
yeah,
uh,
how you can check the Vistex version, I'll show you.
yeah.
So you are able to see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yes, I can see your screen.
So I'll just show you. So this is little tricky. So most of the guys
Yeah.
really it's difficult to see
Yeah, no,
the,
I never
the
thought about what
version.
version we are on, so because since I was on the reporting side, so I
Yeah.
was
So once we
the
log in, we have to go from
system
system to
status. Yeah.
data.
hmm
So here till here it's fine. So here
Oh, I know. Okay, it's 6 OE Vistex Global Functions Incentive
yeah,
Data
yeah,
Vendor. We are in 60E actually.
yeah. 6Y is the main release, and the level will be this will be differing, right? So
We
this
are in
training,
level 4. We are in level 4.
okay, we are in level 4. So this training system is in 1 actually. So
Oh,
some
okay.
other
So I have the same thing. Vistex Global Functions, Vistex Payback
yeah, yeah.
module. Yeah, those are the two.
So
I
so
see.
for any incentive and payback installation, so these two modules you can see in the
Oh,
component.
okay.
It differs. So the level differs based on the patch. So current one is like SP5. Okay.
Oh, the
So
current is in SP5. Okay.
current is SP5. Yeah.
Okay, we are on 4. Okay.
So SP5 kind of like supports the new functionality cloud,
New HANA also.
HANA, yeah, HANA Fiori kind of thing. All those things. It's up. case.
Okay, okay, okay.
So I think only others are unable to
Anyone
join.
else?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe I think others are not able to join. Maybe.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll just quickly spend. We'll try to go a little further. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, yeah. So we are discussing on the source documents, right? So
Mm-hmm.
for sales reports, as this one like invoice will be the source document.
Right.
Source docs. Similarly for sales incentives, it will be invoice again. So we have purchase rebates. So in this case, it will be purchase order.
Purchase order.
So we have bill backs. Bill backs.
Yeah.
Here we have claims. Okay. Similarly for
Right.
charge again we have
Claims. Okay.
claims. So when these two come in the picture, this case it will be like indirect rebate. Okay. So the direct sale
Mm-hmm.
will be based on invoice. Okay. That
Mm-hmm.
is so
So in our
now.
system, we kind of created this volume rebate, incremental growth, and seasonal rebate. We have like 4 rebate
Yeah, yeah.
types,
Okay.
and then we have estimated accrual.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Okay. So now we'll just try to understand what are the main components which we have to define for running
Mhm.
one process. Okay. So
Mhm.
the plans which you are telling, right? So one is volume, one is growth
Volume
sales.
incremental. One is
Yeah,
incremental. One is seasonal. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, incremental seasonal. So each one is nothing but one separate plan, right? So one kind of rebate. Okay. So for
Yes.
each
Yeah. Rebate subtypes. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So for each kind of rebate to set it up in the system, we have to have these things in place. Okay, so I'm calling it as building blocks. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
okay. So first one is like the agreement request. So I'll explain what it is individually. Okay, so first
Okay.
I'll just list it down. Okay.
Mhm.
Second one is the agreement. So similarly, we have to have our IP type. So for this, there are like three sub components. Define IP type is there. Similarly, define header criteria. So when I say header criteria, it is nothing but header control. Okay.
Mhm.
Similarly, we have define item criteria. So for this to work and for our pricing to pick up based on the agreement, we have to define the pricing procedures. Okay. So pricing
Mhm.
procedure we have to define. So these are like high level components which we need. Similarly, we have for accruals and settlement, we need the accrual profile.
Mhm.
Similarly, we also need the settlement profile.
Settlement profile.
Okay. So agreement request, this is basically used for capturing the change logs. Okay. Change log are for approval process. So this is not mandatory. This is optional. Okay. But as a
Mhm.
best practice, Vistex suggests everyone to have it. So it is used by almost all the clients. Agreement
Mhm.
request. Okay. So agreement is nothing but the actual contract which is between the manufacturer and the distributor. Okay. This is the
Mhm.
actual contract. So for this, we define the agreement type. Okay. This is called types. Config in everything, it is called as type. Okay. So
Mhm.
agreement request type, agreement type, IP type. Okay. So agreement request type and agreement type both are almost similar. Only thing is like when we create agreement request type and post it, then only the actual contract is created. Okay, so that
Okay.
is the first part. So once the agreement is in place, okay, so now the transactional data, like the invoice is generated. So invoice is having C1 customer and M1 material. Okay, so in our agreement also we are having like C1 customer is eligible and give 2% rebate for material, or yeah, 2% rebate for material M1. So in that case, what will happen? System has to create the Vistex document, right? So for the Vistex document to create and validate all the pricing, we have to define the IP type.
IP
So
type.
yeah, we have to define the IP type. Then we have header controls. Similarly, we have the item controls. Okay, so linking between agreement and IP is taken care by the pricing procedure. Okay? Pricing conditions. They act as a interface between the agreement and the IP. Okay? So again, after that,
Agreement and IP document.
yes, yeah. So
Okay.
basically, pricing procedure. Pricing procedure is the link between agreement and IP. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So why? Because let's take one small example. So delivery customer. So I'm defining it as okay, so this is the condition type example. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give customer rebate. That is okay. 2% on invoice value. 2% on invoice value. Similarly, I want to give material rebate dollar per quantity. Okay, $2 per each item. $2 per each item. So for this, so if you observe, these three are nothing but the condition types, right? Which we have to
Mm-hmm.
create based on the business scenario. Okay, so this is how
Mm-hmm.
the actual scenario will be, right? So
Mm-hmm.
alternatively, if I want to give like one more example, okay, so I want to give rebate based on the material group. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so and I want to exclude few materials. Okay, so then what I will do? I will define one more condition, right? So exclusion condition,
Mm-hmm.
material exclusion.
We have eligibility like ZL1 eligibility,
Yeah, yeah.
VYX for exclusion. Yeah.
So it can be this starting with Z. The remaining letters it can be anything. Okay, so
Right, right, right.
it has to start with Z. So internally we will be doing like so much configuration again. We'll be
Mm-hmm.
going in detail. Yeah. Okay. So
Right, right.
here
Okay.
in this case, I what I'm saying is like I want to give material group rebate, but at the same time in my group,
Exclude
let's
some
say,
material.
yeah, I want to exclude some material. So that one, like
So is
this.
that
Okay.
material group rebate is not flexible group?
No. That is not flexible group.
No?
No. That material group is nothing but the material group in the material master. Okay. So
Mm.
the material
So I
master.
think
Yeah.
so. So this group that you're talking about is the SAP material group, but from the
Yes.
Vistex standpoint, they name it as flexible groups.
Flex,
I mean that's how
yes.
we call it as flexible groups in Vistex.
Okay.
Yeah. So flexible group is kind of two types. One is group of customers and group of materials. So in that
Yes.
we use these exclusion rules YX00. So where you can exclude specific customers as you mentioned, and
So
also specific
so
material.
so SAP grouping is little different. So one thing is like the thing which you're talking, the material group and customer group, that is specific to the master data, right? So flexible group is again a small concept that is little different in this text. Okay, so there why it is given is like for business to have multiple combinations. So if you observe
Mm-hmm.
in our case, when I talk about eligible customer, the table will be like so underscore age Kumar,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is the table name, right? So for this one again, material group it will be underscore age mathcal. Okay, so here mathcal is nothing but the material group field. Okay, material group is mathcal. Okay. So similarly, actually mathematics. Okay, so here what we're doing is like we are defining, we will be defining separate tables, right? In each less 03 for each one to work, we will be defining separate tables in each less 03. Okay? So in flexible group, what we can do is like basically we will define one group with these four fields. So
Mm-hmm.
now you will have the option like selecting either this one, or this one. That is the
Mm-hmm.
difference. Okay, that is the main.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, so everything if you observe based on the business scenario, what we are doing is like first we are trying to define the conditions in the system. Okay, so for this condition
Mm-hmm.
again, for this condition type again in the backend we'll be having like access sequence, right? So access sequence again we'll be having this table linked, right? So this will
Mm-hmm.
be defining as a pricing procedure. The same conditions we will be having in our agreement request and agreement type. Okay, so
Mm-hmm. And we do have different type of eligibility, like customer eligibility, subgroup eligibility, or region eligibility,
yeah,
different
that's
types of eligibilities here.
yeah. So basically, how it works is like in most of the cases we use the customer, but if that
Customer or group of customers,
yeah, customer.
subgroup, flexible group, or
So
tier.
region again is like if the company is like if in your case as it will be operating in many regions, so they want to filter it based on the region itself. We can
Mm-hmm.
also filter
For
it
that
based on the
complete
sales.
region, we get 2% rebate, kind of.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So based on the sales arc also you can do it, but based on region means
Mm-hmm.
it is like we are simply trying to segregate. Okay, so that
Mm-hmm.
system doesn't create any duplicate rebates or something. Like, just to filter it out.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have customer as eligibility. You can have a group of customer group as eligibility. Material group you can have eligibility, right? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
similarly, region you can have. So based on the business how it wants to compute the rebate, you can have different parameters. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So these are basically like the building blocks. I call it as for transactional process. Okay, so initially what we'll be doing is like we'll set up one complete sales rebate cycling system and we'll see how it works. So after that,
Okay.
we'll try to set up one bill back scenario also. So that is using claim as a source. So we'll be creating IP document, take role settlement. We'll try to do. That is the
Mm-hmm.
second one. So after that,
Okay.
we are having fewer models, right? So purchase rebates, incentives, and chargebacks. In those three modules, I'll be explaining all the configuration in detail.
Mm-hmm.
So after that,
And
we'll
we,
go to the target-based or volume-based rebates also. That also we'll discuss. Yes. Yeah, you're asking something.
and I was able to say also the composite model, right?
Yeah. Composite one is the nothing but the target-based or volume-based.
Okay. Okay.
Composite is so this process is so these are the building blocks for two processes. Okay. So this is the transaction model, right?
Mm-hmm.
Transaction process. Similarly, around the composite process. So this is target based, right? So for this, apart from these components, we need to have like other components. Those are like you have to define the bucket type
Mm-hmm.
and bucket profile. Bucket profile you have to define. Similarly, you have to define the deployment codes. and component. All these are dependent on backend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what bucket will basically do is like we want to check whether the customer has reached the value. Okay, so whether he has reached a specific value, then only I want to give him a rebate. Saying if he has made a minimum sale of 100K, then only I want to give him 2% on the invoice value. Okay, so in that case, what we will be doing is like in transactional, we are computing rebate at the document level, individual document level, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
but in target base, we are not computing rebate in the IP document. Okay? So here we are only just capturing the sales value. That is nothing but the PR double zero. That will be the price, right? So that will capture and we will take it further. Okay. So all the IP documents are aggregated. They are captured in the buckets. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
at, so at the end of the month, what we'll do is that we'll run the deployment code. Okay. So that is nothing but we'll try to arrive at the numbers whether this particular customer pertaining to a specific agreement, whether he has reached the target or not. Okay. So that again will be defining based on the scales or slabs in the agreement. Okay. That also we'll discuss, set up everything. So after that, we'll be doing the accrual and settlement. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
these are
And what is it? The components and subcomponent? Sunil?
so these are part of the deployment code only. Okay. So just
Mm-hmm.
to push the values, just these are needed. So these three come under the plan actually deployment code only.
Mm-hmm.
Deployment code is the main plan. Component, subcomponent are like part of deployment code.
Okay. Okay. And where do we define this CPD and PTD?
Yeah, yeah. PTD, CPD, and configuration will have. So,
Okay.
yeah, we'll discuss on that also. So that is like based on the scenario. If the business wants to have fixed periods, you can have CPD. But if you want to settle from the last settlement to till date, if they want to vary sometimes settlement frequency. So in that case, system will be using PTD. So we'll go in details of that also. All of it.
Okay. Okay.
I think maybe we can stop for today.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Otherwise, people will miss it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if this session was recorded, and I didn't hear that it's been recorded, but
Yeah, this is recorded. Yes.
okay. Okay.
If you see it's recorded. Yes. Okay. Nice talking to you. Vijay. Yeah.
Hey,
Have a
no
nice day.
problem. మీ నెంబర్ ఉంటుందా సునీల్ ఎక్కడన్నా అంటే లైక్
Yeah,
మీతో
I'll share it.
మాట్లాడాలి అంటే
Yeah, you can just send me an email at suniltrainings@gmail.com. SUNIL trainings, TRINGS at gmail.com. You can drop me an email. I'll come.
@gmail.
Yes, yes,
suniltrainings@gmail.com. Okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Sunil.
Yeah, yeah. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.